Hello, everyone. Hello, I see some new faces. I see some familiar faces. How are we doing today? I forgot to. What's the word? Not private, but hide the chat. Not the chat window, the browser window. I've had a bit of a rough birthday, so we're gonna crack open a cold one. It's Dr. Pepper. I don't drink. Ah. So today's birthday has been a bit of a rough one. Uh, I went to the what's the word? Went to do a walk today because I was like, I'm gonna get myself some birthday donuts. Come to find out that the just today the hi NT, hello, thank you for the birthday wishes, and thank you everyone for the birthday wishes. Come to find out today, they're doing construction at the Tim Hortons. I wanted my goddamn apple fritters. Where's my goddamn apple fritters, Bruce? But yeah, it was closed for construction and renovation. That pissed me off. I had to go to a gas station to get my donut fix, and it wasn't the same. I'm gonna tell you outright, was not the same. And also, was gonna get a Slurpee because why not? I can't handle Slurpees. They're too sweet for me now. I'm getting old. I'm hag status now. There's only 2 Tim Hortons that are in, like, my little area. I'd have to drive elsewhere, and I don't know how to drive. I'm fitting the stereotype, aren't I? Where, where I can't drive. But, nightmare, nightmare, nightmare. I don't think there's another Tim Hortons that's nearby besides that. Besides the 2 that I've listed. It's like, oh my god. Stick a fork in me, I'm done. I was tempted to get some snacks, but I'm feeling a little full. Excuse me. I ordered in some Little Caesars because fuck what people say. Little Caesars is good. Little Caesars is the good shit. You get a pepperoni pizza. It's like a 12-inch is like $10 in Canada. That's enough. That's enough food to last you a while. Oh man. I also bought an epilator today, and I epilated my face. That shit hurts. Epilators hurt, man. They fucking hurt. They hurt like a bitch. I don't know why I paused the music. I guess I was really thinking. I had a Red Baron stuffed crust today. Epilators are those things that are supposed to pluck the hairs out after you finish shaving. It's like an electric razor, but more expensive, and it plucks the hairs out, so you don't have to, like... Yeah, you do it after shaving, and it just plucks the hairs out like that. It hurts like a bitch, though. It hurts. Also, Kian, nice to see you. It is... I've seen you around on both on YouTube and in the Spectra Discord. Big fan of your editing work. Ugh. Oi. Excuse me. So yeah, I did get some gifts, thankfully. We got a couple game. I got 3 games, actually. Rhythm Heaven. Rhythm Heaven's good. It pisses me off sometimes, though. Ow. I got Yoshi and the Mysterious Book. That one's fun. The new Yoshi game, kind of fun. I won't lie. But have not played Digimon Time Stranger, which was my third game. That I really need to get into. Also, I think they are here. I believe. Yes. Yeah, they are. They're lurking. Vermin Video. Let's give a shout out to this person in the chat.
Hey, every stinky. I hope you're having a wonderful day.
The name is Nox. Thank you for the follow. I hope you enjoy your stay, Moonbeam. This is gonna be we're gonna have a good time. Oh no, I just realized what this means. How many followers am I? I'm at 44, maybe 45. Let me check. I'm at 44. Oh no, that's 6 away from 50. And if I reach 50 by Saturday, you know what will be fair and say by Sunday, I have to play Mega Man X7 on stream. I'll get to it eventually, but Mega Man X7 will be pushed up into the priority if I get to 50 by the end of the week. Have fun running with Mega Man X7. There is no fun. There is no fun running and gunning. I know enough about the game. I've seen.
Hey, stinky.
Oh no, it's 45. Oh no, that's 5. Thank you for the follow, Kian. Oh, this is gonna be bad. 5 remaining till. Oh no. No. Don't do this to me. 5 more and then it's. Oh man. Have you not. Have y'all seen Mega Man X7? I'm getting off track. I was gonna do a shout out. I have a surprise collab tomorrow. At around 7 p.m. EST, I'm going to give them a shout out. Vermin Video and I will be doing a surprise collab. It was like last minute, but you know, I'm very happy to be collabing with them. I'm a big fan of their content. So give them a follow. They have a lot more effort put into their content than I do. I'm just here for the fun times, for the good times. Whew. My eyes are watering. But today's been long. I walked a lot today. I walked a lot. I am a little tired, a little exhausted. But I did promise a birthday stream. That I did. And I did promise some good quality content. Oh no, I hope the mic didn't pick that one up. So, I want to mention that. Let me just. Oh my god, my buttons. My eyes glazed over for a second. I thought I went blind. Oh no, I'm going blind. Call the police. I've got hiccups. I love that I just default to call the police. I don't know what the copyright bullshits is with this. I could say fuck it and just go on, but we're gonna do r/Kamen Rider memes. We're gonna have ourselves a good old time, and we're gonna. We have our cast reveal of Kamen Rider. Well, thank you, Kian. Thank you very much. We have our cast reveal of the new Kamen Rider series, Kamen Rider Mife. Uh, this guy here is our main character. Kamen Rider Might themselves. I forget this character's name. He will become Kamen Rider Mao. We got some pictures of some action stunts. I love the freaky. I don't know what's going on with him. This motorcycle CGI shot, which will probably be the extent of the Kamen Rider motorcycle scenes that we'll see. But honest to goodness, I think it'd be really. Should I change this from just chatting to Kamen Rider Climax Heroes? I think that'd be really funny. Let's change it to. Fucking Kamen Rider Super Climax Heroes. That'd be really funny. Uh. God. Wait a minute, who followed? It says I have 40. I guess it was just updating. I need 4 more to get to 50. Oh no. Oh man, NT, our bet looks like you might win the bet if this keeps up with the current pace. Yeah, I don't know what is going on with this guy, but holy shit, he's awesome. I love his outfit. It is beauty, it's grace, it's Miss United States. I can't find, or I don't want to know about. I don't know about the copyright situation with trailers and stuff like that, but he's gonna get an upgrade in like the movie. Look at this. It's supposed to be like a hedgehog of some sorts. Of course, they'd make it blue. Oh, he's got like the spikes on it. It looks neat. I think it's nifty looking. Look at his dumb little weapon. Wait a minute, I recognize that weapon. Isn't that like the weapon that was one of the Ultramen used? Wasn't this like the Ultraman trigger weapon? Let me look it up. It's similar. It's very similar looking, but it's not the same. Because Ultraman Trigger had a weapon like this, but that was a completely different company. This is a weird looking weapon. I don't know what to make of it. What about y'all? What do you think of Mythe's dumb little weapon and his dumb sash belt? I'm still not a fan of it. Where it comes to like his. Well, I want it to be around the waist. I know there's other riders that do it, but I wish his had just stayed around the waist. Even the suit actors for like the trailer for this upcoming show were just like, yeah, it feels more natural to have it around the waist. And he's got it around like a sash, like Zet's, which is also where the leaks came in. This rider was leaked months and months and months ago, like January or February. Yeah, it looks like it looks like a surfboard. It does look like a surfboard. Like back in January, this suit got leaked. There was like an artist's interpretation of it where they said this will be like the 4th rider of the show. And it was going to be the girl that would become this Kamen Rider. Because of the stupid, like, sash. It's not stupid, but I'm just like, I need to stop saying that word, like, the filler word. But this sash belt, I'm tired of seeing it. We had it all of last year. Can we move on to something else? Pretty please. It's a great looking suit regardless. But yeah, there's the trailer. Now we're just looking at other stuff. Okay. This was updated on my birthday. Holy shit. My birthday? And they organized it too. Oh, how sweet of them. So yeah, we will be going over Kamen Rider Final Forms first. Oh my god, they're counting the novel Final Forms? What the hell? Oh man, some of these I do not know. I think the other things down below it were just memes. Why is Sigma up here? They exist. Remove they exist here. Super amazing, nice. See, one of these is just like, I think that's a double S tier. We'll go over it in order, but we kind of also need some backing music. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? This is a... No. We're not referencing brain-rotted stuff. I think I got added for something. So just, yeah, let me clear my messages. Let me... I'm hoping today's interactive. I'm hoping... Unk? I'm not an unk. I'm an ant. I'm an auntie. I'm not an unk. What's a good music choice to put in? My bad, auntie. I can't just put in a Kamen Rider OST because that shit's copyrighted. And I want to upload this to YouTube. So we're gonna put in... I know y'all listen to it enough. I think the Shovel Knight OST is fine. You know what, we're gonna put in some, like... We gotta put in some music. You know what, this guy's been really nice and said I can use his music. Only a minute? What the hell? I have no idea what I would call the non-binary version of an aunt or uncle. Let's look that up. Binary version of uncle. Pibbling! Uncle! Oh, this is AI. Entel. Can y'all make up some not corny names? I don't want to be judgmental. If you're non-binary, you're very valid. You're not just valid. You deserve all the pleasures of life. What the fuck is an Entel? That sounds like some J.R.R. Tolkien shit. Pibs. Isn't Pibs a soda? Yes. Pib? Kian. I don't know if you're non-binary or not, but Pib? Would you want to be called Pib? I sure wouldn't. This sounds... Pib is a smiling friend's kid. Oh god, I'm gonna probably really offend people. I'm so sorry. Pibbling. Pibbling, Entel, Enti. Enti sounds better. Entel doesn't sound... Enti sounds correct to me. Oh, it's because it's non-binary uncle. Okay, Entel. I'm probably really offending people. I should shut my mouth. I'm so sorry. It would be fun being called Pib. Being called Pib. Listen, we can all be Pib. It is kind of fun. What the fuck was I doing? Cheese makes music. There we go. All right. Maybe it's just not my world, but can we call like the aunties and uncles boss? Is that still fair? Can we call them boss? Boss, you just killed a child. Well done. That's why you're the boss. People are gonna think I'm crazy. It's this.
Boss, you killed a child. Amazing. Mission complete. That right there is why you're the best, boss.
Alright, so, with Kamen Rider, look how many damn final forms we have to go through. Oh god, they're counting that. Oh, excuse me. They're counting stage show stuff, they're counting side projects. So... we're gonna delete some rows. And we're gonna go with, Ichigo, Kamen Rider. Final form. I forget its name. I don't even think this has a name. It's not Neo Ichigo, I remember that much. But... Larry, what the fuck is this shit? Larry, what is this? Let's talk about it for just a sec, because here's what the original Kamen Rider looked like. At least I think so. Yeah, I think this is Ichigo. Oh, it's literally called Ichigo Power Up. This suit is awful. I hate it. Why is it so bulky? It's so bulky, in fact. Let's see if I can find... Yeah, he can't even do his Henshin pose. It gets stuck, like, halfway. Because if I look up Kamen Rider Ichigo, he can go all the way across the chest with it. This is, like... some old bullshit. I'm sorry, this is some old bullshit. Not this. Not this. But this. This is some old bullshit. I hate it thoroughly. I want it gone. And I'm glad that it was in one movie, and that's it. The dude fucking dies in the movie with this suit on. This gets its hideous kill it. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I'm not sorry, but I'm very sorry. Next up is, Stronger Charge Up. Alright, Stronger Charge Up. A little better. We're gonna compare it to Strong. We're gonna move some stuff around. Make this a little bit easier. Here's Kamen Rider Stronger. Very bulky, very cheap suit. It is a very cheap suit made during probably the, what's the word? When Japan's bubble era kind of was coming to an end, and the budget for Kamen Rider was, like, low. Yeah, Bug Helmet. It is a very Bug Helmet. And it was, I like this suit. It's bulky, it's cheap, this is like styrofoam. You can see the folds in it. That's how cheap it is. Like, where's view image? Oh my god. Oh my god. Open image in new tab. I'm blind as shit. Like, you can see the folds in this. It's awful, but I love it, because it's so cheap and shitty, and it's so... Look at the helmet, it's huge! It's so bright! This is technically the first final form ever made, so I'll cut it some slack, and say that Stronger Charge Up was innovative. It was very innovative. And they were trying something, but the cheap, shitty styrofoam is still there. The gloves are a bit more, like, dull in color. Though I think that's just the lighting more than anything. Because compared to initial Stronger... No, it still has the red lines. So, it's mostly just a chest and a head plate. His scarf is still there. Yeah, it's just... excuse me. A chest and helmet change. I mean, this wasn't Saban. This is Kamen Rider. But still, it's a cool looking... it's kind of cool looking, but also, man, they were really working out the creases of this. Look how pristine that is. That shit lasted all of 5 seconds, and then it went back to being a creasy piece of shit. Chrome to hell horn. Silver, green. Did the eyes change color? Is that just me? The eyes actually change color. Look at that. Because they're like a lighter green here. But they're like bright green here. The horns are the same, I believe. They might be slightly different. But I think it's just kind of an alright suit. It will do in a pinch. So it gets put into disappointing, maybe bottom of nice. Next up, technically the Kamen Rider that didn't get a name... Why is this called Amazon? Am I getting screwed with right now? But Sky Rider started the show looking like this. This, like, green, brown, orange, bleh. Awful suit. Like, legitimately ugly as hell. Nothing appealing about it. In fact, even his stats. Like, I know Rider stats don't matter, but his stats were, like, the lowest. And he had to get, like, bolstered... get like hand jobs from like the other 7 riders before him in order to actually get something. Which was this suit. Which is somehow better but worse. He's now traded in his dark army green and brown for orangish brown and bright green. It's still ugly. I hate this suit. And maybe it's just the colors that bother me. Because the suit itself, in terms of the physical design, isn't bad. But the issue comes into play when you're looking at it from a color perspective. This green and orange, you have to be very careful when you mix them together, because the orange and green are contrasting colors. Like, I'll show an example with Kamen Rider Amazon. Not this one. This one. See, they used a minimum amount of greens and reds and oranges. Like, there's orange here, but it looks tangible. It could also be red, and I could just be completely wrong. But my point still stands that green and red are also contrasting colors. And they utilize the red in such a way that it doesn't look like poo-poo. I'm going to be honest, Sky Rider, you're looking pretty bad too. I forget its name. I think it's just called, like, Powered Up or something like that. Thanks. Abilities, Sky Rider. Yeah, Power Up. It's just called Powered Up Sky Rider. The redone version looks better, but it's still... It's hideous, kill it. It's still a hideous suit. I hate Sky Rider's power-up suit. So, what's after this? We have... Okay... We're gonna first look at original Kuga for a second here. Red... Gold... Simple. This was like... And like all of these like plastic or styrofoam... Not styrofoam. It'd be like plastic or plasticine. Armor pieces. This is a very good main rider suit. Like, up there for... I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's a very good suit regardless. And then we get into his final form, which actually has some of the shortest debut time of any rider form in terms of final forms. I think it has literally like 5 minutes of screen time. Kuga Ultimate. I'm gonna be honest. They kind of peaked right at the beginning. The technical very first time they made the final forms a trend in Kamen Rider. And they knocked it out of the park first time. Easy. Number one, the story. There is a story with this where Kuga is supposed to try and avoid turning into this form at all costs. The four horns being a sign of the apocalypse. And in episode 35, you see a flash. A few flashes of this suit with like the eyes blacked out. In like a scouring flames. Just everywhere. Flames everywhere. And you think, okay, don't turn into this. And technically you don't want to turn into it, but the four horns also have a double meaning. Because Kuga, in this form, is a highly destructive force of nature. But you know who else is a highly destructive force of nature? Daguva, the final boss. And look how many horns he's got. He's got 4 horns as well. But they contrast with each other. Daguva and Kuga contrast with each other when they finally meet for that final battle. Because the evil one, Daguva, is cast in like all white with gold. While Kuga, our good guy, is cast in black, which is a color usually associated with villains when it comes to like tokusatsu stuff. Unless you're like the Black Ranger. But I mean, like, for me, this does not look like a good guy. Just looking at this, spikes everywhere, black and gold, bright red eyes. This does not look like a good guy suit, but Kuga beneath all of this is still Godai, the main host. Or the host of Kuga. I call it a host, but... I call him a host, but he's like... He's wearing the bell, he's turning into Kamen Rider. The main hero. He's still a hero underneath that. And it's him having to tether in this innate destruction that the Kuga suit possesses. And having to still be himself. That makes Kuga so good. I love Love, 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 love. What the fuck is this? I have never seen this before. Is this SIC? Is this some SIC bullshit? What is this? Is this more... Oh, intermediate. Is this like him in the early parts of like Kuga when he was like obscured in shadow? Okay, I can see that. But Kuga Ultimate is one of the best rider final forms, period. So he kind of just has to go into the Sigma tier. This wasn't my idea. It wasn't my idea to call it Sigma. But it is... Oh, I'm sorry. Don't... we gotta move on. We're gonna show off Agito first before we get into Shen. What is this bullshit that I'm seeing? Is this... Why are we doing this? Here. Open image in new tab. This is Agito's base form. Bit of a more draconic while still carrying that insect motif. Bright horns, a sort of mouth here, but he's also supposed to be draconic. Because Agito is like some dragon deity. He's some deity from years and years and years ago. And he's a good suit. He's very reminiscent of Kuga, though. And that's kind of on purpose and kind of accidental at the same time. In that Agito, in the very early stages, was supposed to be a Kuga sequel. And you can kind of see it in the motif. But it is not. It is its own separate thing, and there's little hints and pieces of it thrown around. And in order for you to understand the final form, which I only just thought of now, we have ourselves this red Agito here, which was supposed to connect even more to Kuga. It is a reference to this thing from the Kamen Rider Agito mural, which is shown at the beginning of every episode, specifically in the opening theme. And you'll see that, known as the icon. And if you zoom in right there, look at that. There's like a red Kamen Rider there. Yeah, Agito was very spiritual, very different for a Kamen Rider series. And I kind of respect it for what it was trying to do, because you look at this and you tell me there was like, this show was half-assed. There is no way this show was half-assed. This was whole-ass. The whole ass was there. But I bring up the red Agito within this because Shining Agito is the red Agito. Now, sure, there's some silver bits on him. I was gonna say, did the fucking song just go quiet? That was crazy. I've never seen it do that before. Anyway, Shining Agito is the red Agito from the mural. Now, is it my favorite suit? No. It's a good suit, but compared to Ultimate Kuga, which came out literally the year before, it does not compare. Shining Agito, also, I kind of have to deduct points on it because it came out 1 or 2 episodes after his super form, Burning Agito, which I think is a way better looking suit. I'll show Agito Burning, just to give you an idea. This suit's gone. Open the image in your tab. Yeah. Bright red, bulky, muscly, kind of feral almost. Though I can't see, this was also made of a similar material to like suits in the same show as Gills. where it was fuck off, Firefox. It gave me a pop-up. It was like, oh man. But yeah, Agito and Shining, you can see the similarities starting to clamber together. Where you can see how this would peel away and reveal the form underneath. Yeah, it's like very obvious. But it is kind of also weird that this muscular biological thing going on here just kind of disappears into the technological. Or mythological. Either way. Very weird looking. But I like the runes on the titty plates. I like the gemstone in the middle. So it kind of gets... It gets B. It gets B for based. This one's a lot simpler to explain. So we'll just go to it. G3 starts off like this. Very simple RoboCop suit. Yeah, very technological. What I also love about Kamen Rider, Agito specifically, is that all of the rider suits have, all three of the main character rider suits are the three biggest motifs when it comes to these kinds of shows. Where it is the biological, the technological, and the mythical. Agito being mythical, and G3 and G3X, his final form, being technological. This is an S tier. I love this suit. How the simple sort of blockiness from G3 just, you can see the upgrades. More pronounced chest area. Hi, Sky. Hello. Good to see you. The horns are kind of the same, but there's a little bit more added to them. A little bit more dimension. I think the eyes are a little bigger. A little bit. They're also a little darker. There's now a mouth guard. The shoulder pads are more pronounced, I want to say. Yes, they're very pronounced. And they have a big G3X printed on them. Arm guards have some ventilation. Hands and shoulder guards painted silver. Go down to the legs and you see that they're silver and blue, and it looks like an upgrade. It looks like an upgrade, and it's just that. It's just an upgrade to the G3 suit. It's all it needs to be, and it does it perfectly. I think this goes at bottom of S tier, but it's still a good suit. Then we gotta sort of go into a sort of weird thing here, because technically this movie isn't aired in the West yet. I see you're very happy. Holy shit. My viewers are climbing. G7 is our newest rider in terms, not newest rider, but new in terms of, what's the word I'm looking for? A sort of newish suit. He premieres in the Kamen Rider Agito 20th? Is it the 20th or is it the 25th? Rider Agito Psychic War. And the new Kamen Rider Agito Psychic War movie that has been out. I don't know anything about it. I know it exists. But, fuck you, Reddit. How do we feel about this? Okay, let's go over bit by bit. The helmet. It has 4 horns now. Just like Ultimate Kuga. Why are they bigger than his head? That's our biggest question here. Why are they, like, the same size as him goddamn head? The chest is a little smaller, and the shoulder pads are back to this sort of flatness here. Well, thank you, Keen. Or Kian. That is very... It's very nice to hear that. I don't think very highly of my voice, but... Yeah. His belt. He now has a dumb fucking belt. Look at his belt. Ah! It's awful. I hate it. Because this one's so simple. This one is so simple and nice. And this is just like, hey, just to remind you, I'm G7. I'm G7. He's got these big, dumb Nerf circles on the back of his hands, his shoulder pads. They're drones is what they are. The G-Buckle Mark 7. And when they come out, they produce this sort of silver thing here. That's nice. They are dumb. I hate the G7 drones a little bit. Just a tad. But I also am like, I can give it some pass. I'm still not the biggest fan of the G7 suit. It's so bright and saturated. But I kind of am slightly fond of it. This suit doesn't count. G6 is not part of the G3 unit series. It's the G unit series, but it is not related to Hikawa and his final form. I give this one a B. It's a good suit. That's about it. Gills. I like this rider suit. We'll start with base Gills. This suit is cursed. Because, shortly after Agito finished filming, or it could have been during, I know it was sometime afterwards, I think, they announced that the Gills suit would never be coming back because it was water damaged. This is very funny because Gills, infamously in the show, had really bad luck. Really, really bad luck. And his actor did too. We won't go over that though. But considering the material and how often, like, it's much softer material. This isn't some, like, plastic or plasticine substance. This is, like, a little bit more spongy, because it was supposed to look more biological. Gills representing the biological aspect of the world when it comes to Kamen Rider Agito. Exceed Gills. What if he got really, really angry? He's got 3 horns, he's got these shoulder pads and random shit sticking out of them, he's got more red on him. He's got this gross red tendril that wraps around him, looking like something out of Sonic the Hedgehog, where it's like Black Doom. I don't know why it reminds me of Black Doom, but it does. He's a very, very different looking character. I don't know how to feel. On the one hand, my monkey brain is just like, this spiky and cool. On the other hand, I'm like, this stupid as shit. This is stupid. But he does loud scream. And it, like, legitimately, he screams to transform. He goes, "Bah!" and he fucking transforms. I'm gonna give it C tier. It's certainly something. But just that, it's something. These next 3 will be very easy. Survive is granted to a Kamen Rider. Excuse me. I'm gonna lose my... Which I could turn back time. Okay, here's Ryuki. A very basic sort of suit. All of the Ryuki riders have this belt here with like a deck in there and sometimes a little thing on their arm to be where their cards would go. Vents across the face, vents here, little shoulder nubs and nodules. It's a good looking suit. You've probably, if you are still a noob, I don't say noob, but like a newcomer to Kamen Rider, you have probably seen this suit somewhere. It probably looks familiar to you, because Ryuki was one of the few Kamen Riders to get adapted to a Western audience. And by that I mean like the Power Rangers style adaptation, where they took the footage from the show and used like American actors over it instead, where it became Kamen Rider Dragon Knight. that aired on like 4Kids and Kids WB. I think it was just 4Kids is what it was. And Dragon Knight was a good show. I'll defend Dragon Knight. But Ryuki suit, very basic. But it needed to be, because it was a show with 13 different Kamen Riders in it. Now, we gotta talk about this final form here. The Survive form. When a Kamen Rider in Ryuki gets the Survive card and puts it in like a little device known as the Zwei visor, or the visor Zwei. They really like that word in Kamen Rider, Zwei. You get this. I do not like this final form. I think it's very bulky. Where it's like, can we get a better screenshot? Like, the chest sticks out to here. He's got titties now. And the shoulder pads are like, get in the way. This looks like it gets in the way a lot. Ugh. I'll just say ugh. Not a fan of this. And like, I like the visor. I like the antennae that he gets to make him look more bug-like and also kind of dragon-like Eastern Dragon. But do we have to talk about this suit any longer? I like the visor. I don't like this suit. It gets disappointing. Especially since he's not the first character in the show to get the Survive card. Knight is. So let's look at Knight in comparison. Yeah. Okay. Knight. Bat. Knight. Cool. You can't really see it too well, but Kamen Rider Knight has eyes in the suit as well. They're like very thin, very hard to see. But look real closely, there are eyes in the suit. It's cool. This is one of the best secondary... Let me move it over. One of the best secondary rider suits we've ever gotten. It's this dark blue with the big lance that he's got that he slots the cards into. The knight helmet. This sort of silver... I don't know why, but this suit kicks ass. And then he gets his power-up form, and while it's a downgrade, in my opinion, it still looks cool. He's got this sort of regal knight's crest here. He looks more regal, and he's got this, like... Let's pull up an image of him a little bit better. What are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Don't swap the colors. This is gross. Don't make Blue Yuki and Aka Knight here. We don't need this shit. I'm stressed as fuck as it is. I don't need this. But Knight Survive is not gorgeous, but a great looking final form. All this gold and blue mixes together so well. Did they add shoulder pads? No, but he does get a more pronounced cape. I could have sworn Knight already had a cape. Am I crazy? Did Knight have a cape? Did he not have a cape? Okay, he had a cape probably, but only in like his rider kick. But Knight Survive is a good-looking final form. So you can... And he debuted before Ryuki Survive, so you can understand why my standards are, like, up to here. Why I'm kind of mad at it. Because it dared to do the silly thing. Yeah, just that. Why Ryuki has to look like that, and why Knights can look so fucking cool. So he gets A tier. Now, we talk about Oja. We're going to talk about extra final forms. Oja right here was, I want to almost call him the main villain. He was not the main villain, but he was a very reoccurring antagonist, to the point where he showed up more than the actual main villain. Sorry, I got sick when I saw that. I need his form, fuckers. Do I have to, like, go in and just... Forms... Survive. I'm sorry, survive Mugen. I'm sorry, Mr. fucking Fancy Pants, who gets some bullshit in the SIC. Oja right here is a slick-looking final form. Is a slick-looking form. Bright purple, gold. Oja literally translates to champion. And that's what he sees himself as. A very fitting name. Cobra, snake-like, big staff, a ruler, a tyrant. He sees himself as the king. And Oja is a serial killer in Ryuki, which doesn't help things very much. He is a monster. You cannot reason with him. Hell, his brother showed up in the show, and he's like, oh, I need to see my brother. I need to see my brother. He's like begging and pleading with the main character to let him see his brother. And the first thing he does when he sees his brother, tries to kill him. Oja cannot be reasoned with. He's a monster. I love him. He's one of my favorite Kamen Rider villains. Period. And I'll be honest, Reiwa needs to work their asses off in order to make their villains somewhat as cool as Oja. They came close a couple times with some of their villains in like the past 10 years. My god. Like, Cronus was a good villain. I don't like Evolt, I'll be honest. I think Evolt's super overrated. He's kind of a moron. Evolt is kind of just a bumbling idiot who likes to pretend his plan's going well, but really he's just making shit up as he goes, but the plot seems to think that he's a genius. Shrug. But let's talk about Oja Survive. I like the Cobra motif here. I like that they try to make him more regal. His head, why is his head so fucking pointy? I didn't realize this. This is kind of pissing me off now. Why is his head so pointy? Let's look at there. Okay, the gloves are kind of the same. The boots are kind of the same. I don't know how to... With the Survive forms, they seem to just give them more pronounced chest pieces and gold. Which, for Knight it worked. For Ryuki it didn't. And for Oja, it's kind of in the middle. I'm going to put him at like a C. Maybe bottom of B. Yeah, I'd put him more at a C. He's a good final form. He's alright. Oja also didn't get this in the show. He got this in Kamen Rider Outsiders, a side series. My neck hurts. Big stretch. Okay. We'll do a few more and then I'm going to go use the restroom. Because next we have the Fies Riders. These are a lot more simple to do.
Hey, every Stinky.
Oh.
I hope you're having a wonderful day.
Hello, Chewy Hazard. Thank you. Yes, it is a... Kamen Rider Outsiders was a side series that was themed around the villains, question mark, of Kamen Rider. I say that because... I'll show you real quick. Outsiders was a very weird show where basically a ton of past Kamen Riders came together to fight a greater evil. They're usually morally dubious or outright evil. Like, Zane was the main bad guy. Bronze Drive was kind of a shitter that died immediately because he was Gold Drive reincarnated. It was dumb. Genmu, he was kind of an antagonist throughout XA, but it was a morally dubious character in the end. Garen did a lot of morally dubious things. 03, half of them is morally evil. Thank you, Toby, for the birthday wishes. Thouser, morally dubious till the final few episodes. Oja, outright villain. Disaster, villain / morally dubious. Jean was a good guy. And Evil's evil. Evil and Zane were the main villains, so they were just like the big whatever. We'll go over you later, buddy. Alrighty. Fize Blaster. We'll go over Fize first. Fize is a rider suit. Open image, a new tab. Open image, a new tab. And open image, a new tab, because we'll be going to you, buddy. We're going to be going to you, buddy. Here's Fize's suit. As the main character, Fize. Technological cell phone shark? Somehow he's a shark? I don't see fucking shark here, do you? Maybe in the teeth, but that's pushing it. Any animal has teeth. But very bulky in like a good way. Bulky in the right spots, I should say. And then we have Blaster form. Don't know about you, buddy, but, it was looking pretty similar. Basically, in context, it's not really a roach. I can see a roach, but it's not really a mantis. I can kind of see mantis, actually, now that you say it. Now I'm looking at it, but... Do you notice the problem here? He's got more of a shoulder pad. Okay, I'm being a little unfair. I'm being a little facetious with this. Facetious? Jesus Christ. I want y'all to take me out back and shoot me like Old Yeller. He's got a pronounced backpack. Like, the backpack comes out, folds over, blah, blah, blah. I'm trying to find his back. Yeah, he's got a bit of a back thing going on. Where it's like, yeah, but... And there's also a reason why he's just a red recolor. It's because the red lines in Fize are photon energy from the show. Photon energy is what powers the Fize suit, so he's basically overloaded with it. Now, problem. Good idea in context. Makes sense in context. Fize Blaster, I think, is dumb, though. I hate this suit because it's just kind of boring. I'm not going to say it's hideous, kill it, but I'd say I'd rather have bulky as shit than not really much changed at all. Then we have, for the Fize 20th anniversary movie, they do these now, where they do anniversary movies. Because that's how old, because Kamen Rider's old. It's old, old, old. Like, we're talking back to the 1970s. Fize released in 2004. Actually, let me count that in my head. 2003. And, the Fize 20th anniversary was released in 2024. Kamen Rider Fize Next is the name of this one, or Next Fize. I'm gonna be honest, now you've taken away part of the identity of Fize. Where Fize is supposed to be sort of early technological. I understand it's supposed to advance to the next stage. Maybe it's smart, actually. Where this is now a much bulkier suit to represent a sort of... Isn't it weird how the old technological suit is much more sleek, slimmed down, while the new age Fize, which is supposed to represent new age phones, because he's now got a tablet phone, is bulky and... just bulky and heavy? I kind of feel like that should be swapped, right? Because the old... I don't know what I'm saying, but you get what I'm putting down, right? A sleek phone should have a sleek design. But maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm not vibing with this one as much, but I think it's better than Fize Blaster, at least. Fize Bikini Armor. Do I dare look up Fize Bikini Armor and risk terminating my channel? No. I think it's fine, though. I think it's top of C tier. I think it's fine. Next up is the Kamen Rider that didn't get shit for years. Say hello to the biggest bitch in Kamen Rider Kaiza. Open image in new tab. Okay, Kaiza. Now, Fize was also themed around the Greek letter Phi, and Kaiza is themed around the Greek letter Ki. I know, Toby. I'm just, like, making jokes. Kaiza is definitely themed more around a mantis. Or some insectoid thing. He looks a lot more insectoid than Fize does. And Kaiza is a big bitch boy in the show, and his photon energy's yellow. Like, I genuinely think Kaiza's an interesting, fun character, but he's a bitch. He is a racist towards the monsters in the show, like, utter racist. And kind of just a monstrous dick that is the reason a lot of the bad things happen in the show, and he's the secondary character. He is the worst aspects of humanity, and I kind of love him for that. He's kind of the worst. And I gotta respect the hustle to just continue being the worst. To the point where there's a meme. I'm gonna find the meme. Kaiza has several memes. His actor's like the nicest person imaginable. Where this face that he does, this creepy ass face. Number one, he's like the most memed Kamen Rider. Because, number one, he gets turned into a cyborg in the 20th anniversary movie, by the way. Like, he's killed off and then revived. Oh, it's in the show. And his death is so memed on because people fucking hate him. People hate him. He's the worst, but his actor's nice. His actor's a very nice person. My friend actually got to interact with him. And from his limited English and their limited Japanese, he's like, yeah, he's very nice. He's also like 50 now. He's also like 50 something now. But this face that he does, the smile is a meme. Him getting choked the hell out is a meme. Him getting turned to sand is a meme. Because in one of the Kamen Rider movies, in the summer movie back in 2003, he got killed off twice. 3 times, technically. NT. Technically 3. Because he dies in the show. If I remember correctly, he dies in Paradise Lost, which is the summer movie from 2003. He dies in the Showa versus Heisei movie. And then he's technically dead also in the 20th anniversary movie. He dies 4 times. He died 4 times. But yeah, here's his final form that he didn't get until the 20th anniversary movie. I kind of like this one. I kind of fuck with it. The big X on the shoulder, or on the blade, the big shoulder pads. He definitely fits his more menacing nature compared to how he was before. And I think he's just an outright villain in the show, in the movie, in the 20th anniversary movie. He's just evil now. He's just evil now. That's just how it be. I'm gonna give this suit a B. Put it here. Maybe here. I think it's a good suit. Next up we got Blade. And we're gonna open image in new tab, and then open image in new tab. Alright, Blade's base form. A lot of people give this suit shit. They say it's boring, they say it's bland. I'm like, are we looking at the same suit? Because I think this is a very interesting suit if you look at it close enough. First of all, spades everywhere. Card theme. Beetle theme. I believe he's a Hercules beetle or an Atlas beetle. He's one of the two. I think it's Hercules. But he's also themed around a spade. So you got the spade for the head here, which is also the overview of a Hercules beetle. You have the spade for this thing here, spade on his sword, spade on his belt. This sort of crisscross intersecting card fashion. It's a good base form. This is just the base form, keep in mind. So what's his final form look like? Boom. Oh, I hate that it's small. Hold on, we're gonna fix that. There we go. First of all, this awesome looking... I don't even know. I need to get a side view of what it looks like. Yeah, this sort of... These got spades here, these like big marks. I need more of a side view, I'll be honest. I don't know what this is, but it's cool. It's these big ear protective muffs that have spades printed on them. His shoulder pads have shit on them. Yeah, right here. His shoulder pads have things on them. Basically, it's all the cards in his possession, but they're now gold emblems on his body. And they look so good. The gold with, like, the little splash of blue in the center, because that's also Blade's color. And plus, blue's just a nice royalty color, along with purple. Though I will also say, rest in peace, the original Blade suit. They keep making his undersuit purple, because the suit is damaged. I will miss the original Blade suit. It's fucked up looking now. I'll talk about that another time. But this is an awesome Final Form suit. Black and gold. That's all you need to make it good. This gets S tier. Then we have Garen. Garen has the fortune of having technically 3 Final Forms. We're gonna go through Garen Jack quickly. Basically, they'll get their upgrades by scanning in a Queen card and then either a Jack or a King. The Queen fuses them with the undeads that they capture. The monsters of the series being undead. Here's Garen's suit, a nice maroonish color. With the same sort of shoulder pads and like that stuff. He's a diamond. And you can see the diamonds here with like... Hold on, give me a second here. Hold on, I fucked up. You can't see it. There we go. Should be good now. Alright, you see here on the top where his antennae are, the sort of the pincers, I guess would be the word, the pincers of the stag beetle, where they kind of make a diamond shape there. There's a diamond there, there's a diamond there, there's a diamond on his shoulder pads. His Jack form is just kind of more of that. And it's like, sure, it's good, it's fine, it's fine. He's got a peacock in the center. He's got these, like, a cloak made of, like, his wings. Sure. Sure, sure, sure. We'll just say sure and move on. Garen Jack gets a nice... I prefer him over Oja. We'll move them here. And move forward with Garen King form. Garen King was only seen in Kamen Rider Outsiders. And looks a little bit better. Big ass shoulder pads. The stag beetle coming from here to there. Oh, this is a good suit. This is a very good suit. Though I do think just pasting a bunch of diamonds on his body is a little fucking lazy. Just a little bit lazy. Yeah, King form was previously only exclusive to, like, not Stage, but SIC. SIC being a Chinese exclusive figure line that was sort of edgy, like, I'm 13 and this is deep style. But yeah, I think this is a great suit. I might take a breather after this, because we are running on an hour and a half. What the fuck is... That's not Chalice. Open image, a new tab. Open image in new tab. Chalice is a great Kamen Rider design. Heart-themed. Mantis. Here's your Mantis Kamen Rider. Heart on the helmet. Heart on the chest. Heart here. Nice tribal, like, tramp stamp womb tattoo underneath him. That probably woke some of y'all up, where you're just like, hello, Bonnie, what'd you say? Womb tattoo? And you heard me right. I said womb tattoo. Because that's what it looks like to me. But we're looking at final forms. This is an awesome final form, too. The red, the dark red, the gold, the green. Look at that, just sort of... I don't know why I think of this, but just sort of biological, oozy green jade. He's got an arrow to where you can take a seat. Yeah. I mean, he has a bow, so he has got the bow and the arrow. The tribal design sort of moving around. This is his wild form. Instead of having a king form, he has a wild form. And I think that's... He makes him, you know, a wild, like a Joker. Those who've seen Blade. I'm gonna pause that. I'm getting tired of the music. But Chalice Wild is gorgeous looking. Oh god, the Wild Slasher got revealed? Oh no. It's like a big-ass weapon, so... I think this is a great final form suit. We're going to move it here. Maybe bottom of S tier. Alright. Last of the Blade suits. Technically, he didn't get this form in the show at all. So we have Lengel. I won't, whoopsies. Open image in new tab. Now, you notice something really weird about this. Suit. Open image in new tab. Oh, I won't let you. Thanks, Reddit. But, here's Lengel's base suit. A spider. Gwen. It's Gwen, everybody. Mods. Typo in group chat. Get her. But yeah, club motif spider. Looks nice. Then we have his final form. All the gold, all the motifs on it. It's hard to see. This was exclusive to the Kamen Rider Blade stage show to celebrate Blade's 20th anniversary. So this was like a couple years ago when they revealed this. And it's alright. It's alright. Yeah, I like it. It's just the same sort of design philosophy of Garen's final form, but applied to Lengel, so I kind of had to give it the same. I'm going to put it up there. You know what? Hibiki only has one thing, because, funny, Hibiki has multiple writers, but only one of them got to have a final form in 20 years, because no one gives a shit about Hibiki, that's why. It's because nobody fucking cares about Hibiki. To the point where, even his final form, nobody cares. Hibiki's got one of the best looking main rider suits. Now, Vermin, you're new to the Kamen Rider thing. What do we think of this Kabuki Oni purely biological thing? Like, he's supposed to be a weird monstery looking thing. Like, you can sort of see all the cages and, like, fang designs. Just monstrous looking. He doesn't look very friendly, even though he's one of the friendlier Kamen Riders out there. Sort of a father figure to a reoccurring character in the show. Man, Hibiki's so good. I'm surprised it only lasted 20 episodes. It only lasted 20 episodes, guys. I promise you, it only lasted that long. There was no 30 episode of bullshit involved. Okay, we got to address the elephant in the room, and that is Armed Hibiki. Armed Hibiki is a mess of a fucking suit. Like, nobody cares about... Like, people look at it, it's like, what's wrong with this suit? It looks fine to me. Well, congratulations, you don't know the misfortune of what happened behind the scenes. Hibiki was not selling well. Hibiki was supposed to be the sort of back to basics, or sort of refurbishing the Kamen Rider formula with a new take, where there was a bunch of Kamen Riders in the background doing things. There was a more mature storyline. Not dark, mature. Featuring, like, sort of how to live life in, like, a parental way. A sort of coming of age for people that are growing up with Kamen Rider and having to deal with this sort of new reality they're about to face. But guess what? It didn't sell enough toys, so kick the writer off the project. Oh no. I just saw the follower count. I'm 3 away from having to play X7. I'm gonna... And this looks a lot more toyetic, doesn't it? Compared to the previous Hibiki suit, where what toys would you say this was trying to sell? It's a little harder to tell. It's sort of musician themed because of the taiko drum. Maybe there's like stuff on him, but those could just be like weapons. With this, it's like, okay, what toy are you trying to sell? What is it, NT? It's like, are you expecting me to be nice to the Hibiki arm suit? Because I hate this suit. I thoroughly dislike this suit because it reminds me of what Hibiki could have been. Where if they had just kept their nose to the ground and not said anything to the writer saying, oh, we need more toys to sell. To the point where they just make up some stupid bullshit thing. Ooh, I'm off on my shit. I'm on my bullshit. Hold on. Hey, why don't we just introduce this stupid fucking sword weapon for no reason in the show? And just be like, Lamal, circle game. It's just called the Armed Blade, or the Arm Saber. The Ongekizo Fukuken Arm Saber. 3 Mortal High... Oh, you're talking about the Hyanard thing. Oh no, you know what? Just for that, now I'm gonna subject y'all to Flame Hyanard.
Oh, it's you that's causing my suffering. Then if I tear you to pieces, the pain will stop.
Yeah, 3 more followers and I get subjected to that. A whole game of that. Oh wait, I didn't show you the best part. Oh wait, you're right.
Don't worry.
Burn to the ground! Burn to the ground! Burn to the ground! Burn! Burn to the ground! Try from it! Burn! Burn to the ground! Try from it! Burn to the ground! Burn! Try from it! Burn to the ground!
Oh, let's talk about a whole game of that. But yeah, Armed Hibiki, we're putting you in the D for disappointing tier. I'm sorry, but I don't... It's at least better than Ryuki's bulky bullshit suit, but not by much. I just saw... I need to use the restroom, so we're gonna pull some more... And I'm gonna be right back. I have to take a pee-pee, and we're going to just do that. All right. So, let me go back to the live scene. I should be back now. How are we? Okay, we're good. Let's put on some new. Some new music, and then just kind of let life do as it do. So, we're moving on to... We might speed this up a little bit. Okay, so... Oh my god, that one hurted. Image a new tab. Open image a new tab. Okay. So, original Kabuto here. It's a Kabuto beetle. Don't need to explain much. Just big, bulky Kabuto beetle. Hyper Kabuto. It's just kind of more. That's it. It's just kind of more. He's got a bigger chest plate. He's got some more red on him. He's got like one... I never noticed this until just now. One of his boots is red. That's primarily his kicking boot, too. That's kind of cool. I kind of like that asymmetry there, so that gets a little bonus point. It gets these dumb things when he goes hyper clock up, however. It's like, the chest opens up. That's cool. These dumbass fins. What kind of beetle has fins like this? It's like, oh, it's supposed to be his horn. I think it's dumb. And also the chest, like I said, chest opens up. These shoulder pads also fold back over. That's neat. This can go. This can go. Oh, that's what the shoulder things are, or the arm guards are. Okay. Neat. Certainly nifty. Yeah, it's kind of alright, though. Looking at it more, it's just kind of unique. I'm going to give it, like, low B. I think it's neat. Then we have this final form, which technically doesn't count, because it only premiered in a Hyper Battle DVD. But Gatack, Stag Beetle. He's got Stag Beetle claws here for his weapons, yada yada. Same old. They just changed this and his horns, and that's it. Kind of a lazy final form. Granted, it was only meant for a Hyper Battle DVD, but if they're counting this as a final form, then I'm gonna count it for the, what's the word I'm looking for here? Then I'm gonna grade it as such, with the same level of standards that these other final forms have been given. If Kamen Rider... granted this is 20 years later, but if Kamen Rider Langle Kane can be given some grace and respect, then Gatack deserves the same. This is very disappointing. Moving forward. Why is it so small? This is Den-O. Give it some respect. It's hard. Why is it so hard to get up? Oh. I'm kind of pissed off. This is it's not even Den-O. I'm so mad. I'm on his rider form. Give me his goddamn rider form right now. You're pissing me off. That's better. It's probably gonna be small as shit still. Yeah, it's still gonna be small, but at least it's... Y'all saw that shit, right? They tried to sell me on Decades disguise bullshit form. Ugh. I don't know why this is so small, but it's a great suit. Den-O's a good suit. Den-O liner. It has the train, the Den liner train, on the front. Now, NT, you said this was your favorite, this like S tier final form for you? If I recall correctly? Den-O liner is a good final form. I will not lie. It's very bright, very colorful. Very Ryutaro. Or Ryotaro. Because this is not Den-O's final form. This is specifically Ryotaro's final form. While the other form, Climax, is the Taros brothers. I know they're not really brothers, but I'm going to count them as brothers. Final form, Jesus Christ. I'd say this is a B tier. I'd put it here. The top of the helmet's a little much. You could have gotten rid of this, and I still would have gotten the Den liner motif just fine. It's a good final form. This is like too much for me. This is too much. Maybe it's not deserving of the B. Maybe it's like low A. It's a low A tier. Almost B, just because of this. I'll be honest. This stupid fin in the back is what's kind of pissing me off. But listen, it could be a hell of a lot worse. Oh yeah, I have to put in Den-O because it's also a game series. Okay. Okay, bozo. There's no one in the chat. Not in the chat. Who's the bozo that came up with Den-O Cho Climax? F tier. Who's the bozo? It is just... There is already a Climax form, and I already don't like it. And technically, Cho Climax is a pun, if I recall correctly. Oh, God. It's all the Taros brothers from Climax, plus they just slap some wings on the back from Zeeg, who is like the dude who appeared in like 2 episodes of Den-O. I'm gonna... Buddy, whoever came up with this idea, I have some words for you. I like the eyes, and that's the only part of the suit I like. Den-O Climax, awful. Den-O Cho Climax, awful. Xeranos. Who's this guy? Anyone remember this guy? I don't remember this guy at all. He's kind of a... Is this an OC? Oh, well, he's on here. He's on here. He's got a final form. Xeranos 0. I mean, I see some rust motif that could probably play into sort of a forgetfulness or a forgotten time for the suit. It's kind of mostly the same. It's just the suit, but with, like, red motif and... Yeah, and red and gold, and that's kind of it. Rusted, rather, and gold. That's a good question. Who? Who is this? I don't know him. Do you know him? I think it's like a sort of C tier. I put him at the top of C. Alright, people who've probably never seen Kamen Rider don't get the joke I'm doing here. But Xeranos is certainly a character. He's one of my favorite Kamen Rider characters ever. There's just a running gag within, like, the Kamen Rider series. Oh god, we're only at Q. How many more do we have to do? Jesus Christ. I'm gonna speed through these a little bit. Here's Kiva's base suit. Let's compare it to Emperor. Do I need to explain why this is S tier? Regal Vampire Bat? Sick. And then they did this as a joke final form. Emperor Dogabaki. Where it's the Dogabaki form combined with Emperor. It's really funny, guys, right? Ixa. Rising Ixa compared to regular Ixa. Do love the more technological design. I'm trying to see if there's like a sort of... They kind of inverse the colors as opposed to white with black underneath. Now it's black with white underneath. Shoulder pads have a lot more detailing on them. I love this central sort of technological crest where now all of this has now reformed to form a new crest shape with this on the side. I used to not like this suit very much, but looking at it up close, it looks a lot better. I used to hate this suit, but now I don't. I think this is an A tier suit. Hey, Auntie, it's your favorites coming up. Let's look at Decade, first of all. Sexy. This suit's awesome. Bright magenta. This is supposed to be like a white belt, but he got a pink belt in Geo because the suit actor's favorite color is magenta. And Lamau. Pizza, I guess. But barcodes, all that stuff. It's great looking. And then they did this to it. Let's just fucking slap a bunch of cards on it. No big deal. No big deal whatsoever. Give me a second here. I'm just... Decade complete. Dual disc. No, it's not even a dual disc. It sucks. It's a shitty dual disc. He gets more silver. Hey, I have an idea. Let's take... Also, even if you ignore the card pauldrons, which how the fuck can you ignore both the card pauldrons and the card on his fucking head? They put a fucking card on his fucking head. I need some head after looking at this. Even if you ignore that, let's take the bright pink Kamen Rider and drain the color from him. F. F tier. Is this... Oh yeah, technically he has 3 final forms. Because there's Decade and there's Decade Violent Emotion. Now, I want you to do this for me. Because I know there are some people in here that have never seen... I'm gonna fucking scream. There are some people in here who have never seen Kamen Rider. I want you, besides the belt... Auntie, please. You gotta tone that down a little in this... in the Twitch chat. Those who have never seen... I know some of y'all are lurking in here, have never seen Kamen Rider, never seen anything from it. Vermin, I know you're there. I'm calling you out, and maybe Toby, or To Be Love, whichever you prefer. I know some of y'all have not seen Kamen Rider. I'm calling y'all out specifically, because I want you to do me a favor and see if you notice a difference, besides the belt color, between number 1 and number 2. Number 1 and number 2. It's okay, Auntie, it's okay. I want to see if anyone notices a difference. And if they don't respond, then I'm going to feel very embarrassed. Number 1. Number 2. The answer is it's just the eyes and the crest. You see this little yellow dot here? This changes to purple. And the eyes are a little bit more angry looking. Apparently, the magenta suit is also darker. But it's like, it's weird looking. This is technically a final form, by the way. So I guess it's like disappointing. I put it at the bottom. No, I'm gonna put it down at the bottom because it's just the same suit. I'm But listen, it could be worse. You want to know how worse it can be? No. You know what you get? No. 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 I'm gonna take a breather. I hate this suit. Add a row below. This shit belongs in G tier. We're just gonna put that there. We're gonna put Decade Complete 21 in G tier. Do not lie to yourself, NT. Do not lie to yourself. In my household, do not lie to me. This suit sucks on ice and you know it. This is a shitty suit. Why did we do this? I hate it. It's bulkier than the fucking previous suit. It's got 2 cards on the head now. And they just slap a bunch of cards on the cape. It's just a bunch of cards. G tier. Final answer. Then we have our good buddy D-End here. I'm already not a fan of the D-End suit. I'm gonna be perfectly clear with you. Clear as fucking crystal with this one. D-End suit I'm already not a fan of. I don't like the radiator helmet. I don't like the big bulky shoulder pads. I don't like anything about his suit. But except for that it's a nice shade of blue. I'm sorry, NT, if I'm being mean. I'm not intending to. DN suit is... Yeah, also Decade Complete 21. did get shit on by Omagio, which makes me hate the suit even more because Omagio later gets beaten by regular-ass Geo wearing the Decade armor with the Saber suit, and that's it. It's dumb. Diane's final form is worse than Decade's, you are correct. Because at least with Decade, they tried something different, and it sucks ass. With DN's final form, it's just paint, get rid of all the color again, and just slap cards on his chest. And that's it. It's not even like they made a new suit. It's, hey, let's be really funny and just tape cards on his suit. Hate it. Bottom, this is the bottom. This is bottom of the barrel of final form suits. You know what? I'm also going to put this suit at the bottom. Disappointing. Because Kuga Ultimate... Okay, we talked about Kuga Ultimate before. Kuga Rising Ultimate. But this is a new Kuga, you say. It's new alternate universe Kuga, and it should have new rules. Fuck you. My penis. In your mouth. My penis. We're gonna get rid of Reddit. Try that on for size, dickhead. Kuga Rising Ultimate should not exist. It goes against the exact message of Kuga, where you're not supposed to go Ultimate. You're not supposed to be this big final god. Wait, what are you saying okay to? The penis and mouth thing? Jesus. Kuga Rising Ultimate, and also I do like the biological detailing on it, but guess what? That's also because it was fucking Kuga Ultimates. I don't... It looks more like Daguva, and that's a bad thing. It shouldn't look more like Daguva. Because being Daguva is bad. Oh, but he trains in the show to make it not... It's not the point! Ah! It's not the point. Kuga Rising Ultimate, how about you rise this fucking dick? It goes in D tier. It goes in D tier. You know what? At least it's not fucking that. Yeah, I'll put it above the lazy final forms because it's just a suit that's not meant to exist. What the fuck is this? Why is Kuga here? I can't spell. Kuga fucking flashbanged me. Are we really doing this right now? Am I getting pranked? Open image in new tab. What is going on? Oh my god. I saw what I did. I hope y'all saw it too. Because that was the funniest shit ever. I was like, why is Kuga showing up? I had written Kuga Rider Double. Here's Double Suit. Here's Extreme. Here's Gold Extreme. I love that it goes from a W to an X. I think that's really neat. I think the color separation is great. Green with a black with a big white stripe down the middle. Fantastic. I'm gonna put that in amazing tier. There's not much to explain with it. It's just good. I'll put it around here. The Piss Gold, though, drops this down to like a C. Alright. Hold on, there's a fucking mosquito in the house. Excel. I think we're just gonna look at the... No, we're gonna keep doing it. Until I get bored. Excel. It's a decent suit. It's just a big bike, dude. That's all you need. Trial is a good final form. Yeah, it's just a big bike. I'd put it around here, actually. It's very good. Booster gets like a B tier. I'd put it around here. Where it's just kind of the piss gold. It kind of throws me off. But you know what? I like the helmet just being obscured completely. Like he's trying to protect his own eyes from what he's about to do. It's kind of like a Digimon slide evolution more than anything. It's not really a final form, but it's a slide final form. Sort of a tricked out motorbike is what he's supposed to be. Oh my god, O's has 5 final forms. That's not a final form. Okay. O's, you don't get to have, like, your final forms. We're gonna first just go bit by bit, because... Oh, they didn't count Tajador. That's actually very noble of them. O's Putotira. I hate everyone. Do I have to do minus Reddit on everything now? O's Putotira, big dinosaur suit. Big, bulky purple dinosaur suit. That gets like, I'm gonna say it's top of B. Top of B. It's a bit much. I wish Tajador would have been the final form, as like everybody does, but still. Now, with this one, we can actually make a slight comparison, because I believe the next one is... Oh, wait a minute. They're counting that as a final form? Okay, O's Tamashi. O's Taka Imagine Shocker. Hate it. It's like impossible. There's not much to say. I hate the suit. It's this bright, like, bulky shoulder. Why are the shoulder pads taller than him? D tier. Yeah, I know it's hideous. It's hideous. Kill it. This doesn't count as a final form. This does not count. I don't care. Burakawani, you're not a final form. You don't count, but I still think you're a nice suit. The gold, the yellow, and the orange mixed together make something nice. Nice. I think it's... I kind of like this a bit more than that, but yeah, so it's there. It's a cobra, it's a turtle, and it's a crocodile. I don't know how that makes crocodile, but you know what? Thumbs up, fine by me. Next up we have... Okay, we actually have something we can compare. We have O's. I'm going to just keep the minus Reddit thing on standby. Why is the copyright just striking things like crazy right now? What is going on? Or do I just need to use DuckDuckGo? We're just gonna use DuckDuckGo. You know what? O's super. We have his original Tato Boss suit and then his super Tato Boss suit. Okay. Super Tato Boss not a bad idea. No, I lied. It is. It's kind of a bad idea. Okay, it's not an awful, because like it's extending and extreme, taking his suit to the logical extreme. This is bad. This is dumb. It's not dumb, but it's just bad. I'm not a fan of it. It's bright and garish, and not in a fun way. It just looks like, hey, let's use the MS Paint fill tool and just kind of do whatever the fuck we want. Don't like it. Not a fan. D tier. I'll put it here because at least it doesn't actively piss me off. I'll put it at the top of D tier. All right, we actually have another comparison here. Open image, a new tab. Open image in new tab. Okay, Tajador and then Tajador Eternity. It's just, let's make the original Tajador suit, which is already probably one of the gayest suits in Kamen Rider, and I mean that in the literal way. Like, man, Eiji and Ankh really were going at it in the later half of Kamen Rider. Weren't they? They were really jumping each other's bones. And it's just like, let's make it gay. Look how it's a rainbow. It's a literal rainbow. He's got like rainbow dreads and this sort of bright. They got Ankh's face on it. It's I love it. I know some people aren't keen on it, but I kind of like that. Where it's just, hey, Ankh is in control. It's S tier. It's goated. It's goated. I'm sorry. It's great. I love Tajador Eternity. Oh god. Is this... Oh god. How far along are we? Okay, we're getting further. Hey, hi everybody. Let's look at Birthday. Birth. Final form. Here's Birth's final form, which I can't look up Birth's final form name without getting other results because his name is Birthday. It's a pun. Haha. We're all laughing here, right? Haha. Ha ha. I'm not laughing. Welcome to G tier. This is like bulky, it's cumbersome, it's annoying looking. This shit appears once in the entire show, if I recall. It's... Oh, I hate it. I actually hate it. But you know what? They gave him an actual... That's a figure. Can I just have Birth's final form suit on display, please? Yes. Birth gets a final form in both the movie and a side special in the O's 10th anniversary known as Birth X. Gotta say, it's better. It's decent. I'd say it's a decent final form suit. You could have done worse. I give it like a C tier. It's nice. I put it around here. I put it here. You know what? Maybe I'll give it like around here. Here. Yeah, that's perfect. It's a good suit. Very good. I love the color scheme. Birth X apparently has a lot more final forms. Shrug, but we only see it in the Bikaso form. Or Sokabi, the Sokabi form, which is alright, yeah. Alright, Ancient, Kamen Rider King O's. King O's has... Is this the one? I don't fucking know. We have this suit. All... He has this, that suit. By the way, this is what his human form looks like. Really. Here's his Ancient O's. And then he has a Greed Absorption form. Ladies and gentlemen, this is some bullshit. They just slapped some shit together and moved on. Granted, it's supposed to look like an amalgamate, but this suit literally only shows up for like 5 minutes tops. It shows up for 5 minutes tops. Hate it. Shit belongs in G tier. On to Forze. We're not going to go over main rider suits. I'm just going to kind of speed through a little bit, just so that way y'all get an idea. Forze Cosmic. It's because my voice is getting a little tired. But I also want to finish this. Forze Cosmic. Now, the real power of friendship. I know some people hate that, and I hate the fucking quality of this. Jesus Christ, did you wipe your asshole with this suit? With this picture before you uploaded it? But, this fucking mosquito is still in the goddamn house. Probably because it keeps raining all the time here. But yeah, this suit here is... I love it. I love the color scheme. I love the big rocket sword that he literally unsheathes to make bigger rocket sword. Like, he's so cool. That's not real. Like, okay, this is like, you get it. He opens up the sword and he makes this. I love this form. I won't let anyone shit talk it. This is an awesome form. I'm putting this in amazing. I'm putting it right up here with the other rider suits that are amazing. Then we have Rocket States, which I'm like, yeah, that's technically a final form. Are they going to count? Okay, thank God. Rocket States. It is bright orange and kind of ugly looking. It's got big rockets. Cool. It's kind of C tier, low end of C tier. I'd put it like around here. I like the orange, so it gets moved up to here. Not here. We have Forze Fusion States. They have technically 2 different fusion forms. Kind of like it. Now, if it's this one that they're counting, I like it. If they're counting this, where it's got the stupid skis, then it's like D tier. If they're counting just Fusion Meteor, then yeah, I can accept it. This is like a good suit. I'm going to move it over to like B tier, probably around here. But only with the caveat that it is... Yeah. Meteor Storm! What is with them not wanting to show me these suits? They really don't want to show me these suits. Meteor Storm just kind of... Is there just a big copyright thing going on right now? I'm genuinely curious. But it's like, people say, oh, this doesn't look too bad. I want you to look at what Meteor was before. Bright blue on the detailing with a black undersuit. And then this is just like MS Paint blue with piss gold. Hate it. I don't hate it as much as I used to. I used to think this was dog shit, but seeing it like up close, seeing it in action, I think it belongs in like top of D tier. I gotta sneeze, hold on. Kamen Rider Wizard Infinity. Goated. This is a great final form. It's so bright, though. It's like bright blue, bright silver. It's so shiny, and like the glasses for the ring eyes. Oh my god. Thank you. Wizard Infinity, S tier. It's S tier. Move it up to here, S tier. However, we have Wizard Infinity bullshit dragon cock bitch form. I'm not even gonna fucking full screen it. You tell me what's wrong with it. Yo, everyone else in chat who's lurking right now, you tell me what's wrong with this suit. Let me find a slightly better quality. There we go. You tell me what's wrong with this suit. This is a real suit they used in the show. You tell me what's wrong with it. I can fill in your words for you. It's CGI bullshit. Yeah, that's the answer. It's CGI bullshit, and I hate CGI bullshit suits. Moving forward. Oh, God. I was willing to give Meteor Storm some slack, but what the fuck were they cooking with? What were they thinking with Beast Hyper? Look at this. What is the... It's like... Why is there tassels? Why is it blue again? Why is it blue? Original Kamen Rider Beast was black with gold. Where'd you get it with some green? Where'd you get blue from? Where did you get blue from in all this? It's hideous, kill it. Put it, like, right here. Hate it. Deep breaths. Really? We're fucking counting that. Alright, get ready for a bunch of Gaim suits. Hunter Gaim, we're gonna scroll down, we're gonna get that fucking suit. Where's the form? Super. Kiwami. Here. Look at this suit. This suit. Kick-ass. This bright silver samurai outfit. Whew. With the fruit, people don't like the fruit mantle, by the way. I disagree. I think this is an amazing, amazing suit. I love the gold, the kintsugi, I believe it's called kintsugi, where they like pit the. You know, we're gonna find out, so I don't embarrass myself later. Yeah, kintsugi. Where it's this ancient Japanese repair and broken material, blah blah blah. I realize I could have just also put it here. Don't know why I put it in the browser. But kintsugi, fixing the broken parts of like Gaim himself, there's so much meaning behind this final form suit. There's like a lot of deep inner meaning with like him repairing himself on the inside and the fruit and what it means. But it's a great final form suit. I'm putting it in S tier. I'm putting it right here. You know what? I'm still gonna give it top of A. I'll probably put it about here. A lot of meaning to it. Still good suit. Gaim Yami. That's a weird one. It's just the black Jimber lemon. Like, yeah, it's just Jimber lemon. Sure is. It's like... It's nice, though. Put about here. Baron Lemon Energy. It's just Baron with the lemon arms. It's like... It's a bit disappointing, I'll be honest. No, it's nice. It's nice enough. I'll put it about here. They're really counting Lord Baron, though. I mean, Lord Baron is cool. Don't get me wrong. Lord Baron is a really sick final form, but would you count this as a Kamen Rider final form? I wouldn't, but I still think it's like peak, so yeah. I don't care. It's peak. I don't care, it's peak. Baron Ringo arms. Oh boy, it's the fucking Apple chest plate that I love so much. Bad. I'm just gonna say bad. Shake my finger at you, bad. And you'll know what you know what you did was wrong. No one in the chat. I'm shaking my finger at Ringo arms. Bad. Bad kitty. Disappointing. Put it here. I'll put it here. It's like whatever. It's like on the verge of pissing me off. Ryugen Yomi is our next final form. Alright. We're cooking with something here. We have a little bit more of like the sort of invest, that being the monsters, with like the loincloth from it here, with his markings on all over it, the sort of weird colors on the suit. Like the green. This lighting is just terrible. That's why this is off color. The lighting is just bad. It's supposed to be bright green. Like here's a thing from the show. Here's a screenshot from the show. Here's this from the toy. Here's like official art. Here's official figurines. Sort of mixing the invests, like the monsters, with his suit. It looks really neat. I'm already a fan of the Ryugen suit, so I think this is kind of based, actually. I'll put this about here. Zangetsu Shin is technically a final form, even though we see him more in this suit than his actual base form, due to just how Kamen Rider work. But Zangetsu Shin, good suit. Melon, lots of melon. The orange, the honeydew skin on it. It's like, yeah, it's fine. It's fine suit. Put it in here for nice. Now, I want to say I love Zangetsu Kachidoki, because it's just Kachidoki again. This is a real suit, by the way. It does look a little too bright green. It's a little much, I will be honest. It's not just Kachidoki, it's that it's a little bit brighter than the green that Zangetsu's supposed to have. I don't know if I'm going crazy or not. You know what? Reddit, give us some screenshots. No, they just straight up made... I thought maybe it's just people AI editing the picture. No. It's... it's really that fucking green. It's... Because regular Zangetsu is like this sort of off green, or sort of lighter green. So I'm going to give it a B. It's pretty good, but it's not as good as it could be. I put it to about here. Greedon Lychee is our next thing. Yeah, I like the sort of regalness of it. Please have a higher... No, it's as good as we're gonna get. This is a decent looking suit. I like the big weapon. I like that. It's nice. I'm just looking over it really closely. I think this suit, it kind of reminds me of Legend Hero. I don't know why. It looks like it comes from this Toku series from like South Korea that aired on YouTube. It looks like a Legend Hero suit. You can kind of see it now that I've described it to you, that it looks like something that comes from this, where it was a sort of Kamen Rider inspired series. It wasn't a knockoff. It was very heavily inspired by Kamen Rider, though. There is no denying about that. But, oof, Greedon, Lychee, I'd say is pretty based. I'd move it to about here. I'd move it to about here. Then we have a King Jurian. Bravo. Bravo King Jurian. It's just sort of a recolor and repaint of the original Bravo suit with some... Yeah, it's just a recolor. It's just... You know what? We're going to actually pull it up in the tab, and we're going to kind of analyze it. Yeah, the helmet's the same. Shoulder pads are the same. Weapons are the same. It's the same, but it's a recolor. So I'm sorry, but I kind of have to dock it some points. Where it's like, I'm gonna have to put it into like... It's a good recolor, but I'm putting it here, where it's a good recolor. We like the suit because it's a Bravo suit, not because it's a good Final Form suit. Then we have Knuckle Jimber Maroon. I love you, Knuckle, but this Final Form kind of ass. The head crest is kind of unique. But it's like, that's good, but everything else just kind of feels off-kilter. He has to have these giant, stupid knuckles. No, why am I putting it in based? This is like D tier. I'm gonna be honest. D tier goes about here. Oh yeah, Knuckle does have a final... I mean, not Knuckle. Duke does have a final form. Duke Dragon Fruit Energy. He's got this sort of... Do they actually paint the speckles in it? I'll be damned, they actually put speckles in it. Give them credit. They didn't have to. Granted, they kind of did, because that's what makes the dragon fruit a dragon fruit. I think it's alright. I think it's alright. Put it in C tier. We'll put it a little bit above that. There you go. Yeah. How much further? Oh my god. We might have to part 2 this. What the fuck am I looking at for some of these? Because once we get to, like, Reiwa, it's like... God damn. We might part 2 this. We'll see where we are at 3 hours, and then we'll move on. So another half hour, and I'll probably give up the ghost. Alrighty. Drive Trideron. Based suit. I love this suit so much. S tier. We're moving it like up to here. This is awesome. And then we have Drive Super Dead Heat. Holy shit, they cooked with this final form. It's not even a final form. This appears like maybe 30 minutes total in a movie. Not even 30 minutes. This appears like 5 minutes total in a movie, and it's the sickest thing ever. It looks like a car wreck. Oh my god, it's so cool. S tier. This also gets S tier. I'd put it like here. Then we have, what the fuck am I looking at? Drive types special. It's alright. Let's open it up in a new tab so I can see it a bit better. Yeah, it's alright. It mixes the sort of Drive from the future for the movie, because this is a movie form. The Drive from the future with, like, Drive's past self. I think it's a little bit bulky, but I think it's still a based suit. I would put it around... You know what? It's going to get it's going to get bottom of A. I think it looks nice. What the fuck is that? Is that Zero Drive? Zero Drive. Common Rider. Shift speed prototype. I mean, I think this is specifically Proto Drive's final form, which is a relevant character to the story. It doesn't appear in the actual story itself. Yeah, it's Proto Drive's final form. Speed prototype. I think that Speed Prototype belongs in the base tier, maybe. I'm going to put it here with Type Special. It's like Zero Drive, cool character, moving forward. Oh god, okay. Kamen Rider Mach Chaser. We can actually put these two together. Mach Chaser, really lazy. It's just the Mach suit with the Chaser undersuit. D tier. Just lazy. Just kind of lazy. And then we have Chaser Mach. This is bad for a different reason. This is like bad, but it's like better bad. It's still not great. It's like the helmet's a little too bulky. It's like the helmet gets recolored into something like that, and it's just still the blue and the off-white don't mix. Which, where did this off-white come from? It's not silver. I didn't kill that fucking mosquito, by the way. It's not silver. It's got these weird marks that just sort of... I don't know what. Something about it bothers me. It bothers me. It shouldn't bother me, but it does. Just something about it. Ugh. Next up, we have a Super Chaser. Super Machine Chaser. Yeah, this is A tier. At the very least, A tier. Holy shit. This is a final form you didn't want him going to, and it really looks like it. Just this amazingly grim, like, gold color scheme with still the bits of purple underneath. But it's like grizzly. It feels grizzly. It's just a recolor with some added spikes on him. But, and like it's got like twin rhino heads on the side. And it just, gold. It's gold. But I think it's like really amazing. I think it's an amazing final form. I'd put it around. We'll put it with all the gold buddies. We'll put it here. Who's next? Okay, we're on to Ghost now. Wait, what the fuck? Ghost Mugen. We're counting these? Okay. Oh, well, you'll see. Ghost Mugen. I have grown to like this final form. I used to despise it, used to think it was shitty and stupid and dumb. But it's not shitty, stupid, and dumb. It's kind of fun. I like the rainbow. I like the glitter. It kind of comes together in a decent final form. I'd say it's decent. I'd put it in the B tier. Put it to around here. We'll move this to here. Move this to here. Move this to here. Yeah, I'd say this is about here. It's in the B tier. Fucking mosquito! Get off of me! Sorry. Next up is Ghost Darwin, I think that is. Why is this being counted? I mean, it's a decent looking suit. Put it in B tier. Put it in C tier. It's like, that's fine. Put it here. Maybe here. Put this to here. Here will do. I think that's EQ is the next one. Nope. Is it Pythagoras? What the fuck is this for? Is that Shin? It could be Shinsengumi. That's what it is. It's Shinsengumi. I can barely make it out, but it's like, yeah, I like the coat. It's a very unique coat. I wish I would have played more with these in Kamen Rider, but they didn't. I mean, they kind of did, but it's just like, is this also not just a Hokage coat with like a hood? It's fine. Let me look at it closely. Yeah, I put it in like a C, maybe B. Low end of B. I put it back here. Ah, then we have the ghost from the movie Final Form, from like the X8 crossover movie. Tenka Toitsu. It's fine. Once again, it's a C tier. I put it here. Not much to go over. It's got like bulky, whatever. Deep Spectre has a little bit more to look at. Why is this doing this? Oh yeah, I'm really feeling it. We might have to, once I finish the Heisei era, we might have to stop here because my voice is actually getting a little tired, and with my collab stream tomorrow, I don't want to ruin my voice. But Deep Spectre, it's a cool suit. Cool suit, cool suit, cool suit, cool, 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 cool. Oh, let me just send this message real quick, by the way. I think this suit's fine. This suit's a good, decent little B tier. I'd put it about here. That's a good suit. Then we'll move on to Sin Spectre. That's its name. Sin Spectre, not Spectre Deep. I kind of love this suit. I don't know why I love this suit, but oh my god, I love this suit. Oh, it's kind of sick. I like it more than Mugen. I put it in the A tier. I'd put it around here. I feel like this suit gets it. This suit gets it. I love the heartbeat there motif. I love the... Oh man, let's open that in a new tab. Let's see what we got here. Look at this. Look at the pretty colors. Look at the motifs. Ah, beautiful. Oh, and the eyeball symbol looking like that. Oh, it's just pretty. I just like it a lot. Necrom Burst. This is Necrom's final form. Yujo Burst appeared in a movie. Does he really still carry the bright green underneath? No way, right? He does. Oh, that kind of makes the suit worse. Like, the bright red, gorgeous, gold and black, amazing color scheme, white as an undersuit, all so cool. Green, huh? I understand Necrom had green. They wanted to keep his motif. You know what was also part of his motif? The color white. He was one of the few Kamen Riders in the show, if not the only Kamen Rider, to use white. You could have just kept it white, or maybe made the under bits, like, I don't know. But still, you should have paid a different color. It kind of drops a point for that. It would have been an amazing, but it kind of just goes to the top of based. So I'll put it here. Extremer. Technically, this is a final form because the guy who uses it in the show was Dark Ghost and then becomes this. I don't like it. He looks squat. He looks very squat. Like, you see what I'm saying, right? He looks squat, or that he's, like, hunched his shoulders up too tall. Because, like, without the suit, he still looks kind of stupid. I'm going to put it in D tier for disappointing. I'm going to put him, like, right here. Top of disappointing. Meh. Alright. Alright, chat. Alright. We have Muteki. Ex-Aid Muteki. This is an awesome final form suit. All these spikes and stuff. The rainbow. The rainbow. Oh, man. You know how to make me happy. Maybe if I add Ex-Aid Muteki. Yeah. I think that's as good as we're going to get. But still. Holy shit, I love Ex-Aid Muteki. This goes to the top of S tier. I'm moving it to here. Great final form. Nothing to say. Literally an invincibility invincibility power-up. I don't think he ever lost while he wore this suit. That's the crazy thing. He never lost. Ex-Aid Mighty Creator VRX. This is his final form in the movie, and honestly looks just as good. It still looks good. Even if it's lesser than Muteki, I still think it looks great. It's got a VR headset with all the rainbow patterning on it. I think this is definitely belonging in A tier. Bare minimum. It's like, I'd say it belongs about here. What's next? Ex-Aid. All right, Mighty Novel is our next one. This suit doesn't really appear in the show at all, or a movie, or anything. This appears in the novel, the Ex-Aid novel. It looks fine. I like the fact they actually scrawled on this, where it's supposed to look like paint. It's supposed to look like paint. It's alright. It's an alright little form. It's cute. It's quirky. We don't talk about the Ex-Aid novel because it kind of sucks ass. I think it's cute. I'd put it around here. Like right in this area. It's a decent little form. Oh yeah, and everyone else just gets like one final form. Ex-Aid here with the greedy boy over there. Brave Legacy Gamer level 100. Can we get a better quality picture, please? Kamen Rider Brave final form. Is that as good as we're gonna get? Okay. So just kind of look it over. I mean, this is a cosplay. But fuck it. It's close. It's very close to how it's supposed to look in the show. Anyway, I think this is a good final form. White and gold, you know my weakness. White and gold, white and gold. Where I think this really does fit his knight motif, and it shows his holy knight that he would become after he faces his trials, so to say, from Cronus and all that. I think it's a good final form. I'd put it in, like, top of... Definitely B tier at the very least. Maybe bottom of A. I'd put it around... I'd put it here. He's a good suit. Alright, we gotta talk about a bad suit now. Snipe Simulations. I don't care how cool they try to make it look in this artwork here. This is a dumb final form. This is a dumb, stanky final form. Like, what are we doing here? Let's talk about it. With the big upside-down boat split in twain for his arm cannons. What are we doing here? I love the captain hat. That's cute. The captain hat's cute. Everything else kind of sucks. I'm going to put it on top of its hideous killet. Kamen Rider Laser X. They gave him Hot Rod Flames. They gave him Hot Rod Flames. Chat, give me something to work with, please. I know I'm leaving off the stream in like less than 5 minutes. And in less than like 8 minutes. I'll give till like 8 o'clock. So it'll be like 12 minutes from now. But please, give me something to work with. I'm begging. I'm begging. Begging you. I do like the detailing. I like the color scheme. It's weird that he used, of all things to power this up, the level 3 Giri Giri Chambara in order to just become level X. Like, that level X is a big deal in Xaid. But he's just like, fuck yeah, level 3 is X, right? And then, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I could make that noise with my mouth. But Laser X is still good. I think it's a base form. I think it belongs up to here. Like here, yeah. Oh god, Genmu's 3 different final forms. Genmu, Maximum, Genmu, God, Maximum. What in Christ's name? I kind of love this suit. I kind of like him. It's the Maximum Mighty suit, but repainted to be evil. Which you gotta love. With every fiber of your being, you gotta somewhat have some joy. I'm gonna put this in top of... No. We're gonna put this, honestly, in, like, base. I think it's really funny that they just went this far. It's kind of funny. Genmuso, which appeared only in Outsiders. It's Sora! It's Sephiroth! It's, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm weak to this. This is S tier. This is like one of my favorite rider suits. I'm gonna put it here. And then we have his other final form that he got in Outsiders. Hyper Fumetsu. I'm gonna need a better image than this. Gonna need a better image than this. That's a little better. I'm not as much of a fan. I'm gonna put this in A tier, but it's still like, I'm gonna put it like right here. I think Hyper Fumetsu works. Granted, this is because he's turning over his new leaf again. The Sephiroth hair is great. But listen, we have the Sephiroth hair already. It was in Genmuso. So we could have just looked at this suit the whole time, but the other suit... Shit. The other suit has it still, but I feel like they just repainted the original suit to show his lighter side. But yeah, the dual tone hair, cool, decent. God, there's not a lot to say. It's just, I like the purple and black more. I like him looking more Sephiroth-y with the silver. And he still has the Sephiroth hair, but now it's dual tone to represent his sort of dual morality status. Where he's evil, but he's not. But he's good, but he's not. You know what? We'll at least get to here. Because we want to get through all of the Heisei era. Because we have Paradox level 99. He is basically... You remember that game, Street Fighter Puzzle Edition? That's his final form. Whoops. Open image, new tab. Ducks. Paradox Perfect Knockout. Why is this recolor here? The suit looks pretty good. I think it's neat. I just think he's neat. His chest piece being the sort of the fire from the Knockout Fighter combined with the puzzle thing, because you see it right here in this figure. Paradox is a weird looking suit, but I kind of enjoy it. I'm going to put it somewhere in the B tier. I'll put it probably around here. They're counting that? Okay. Cronus Game Deus. This is what happens when he absorbs the Game Deus virus in Xaid. And, it sure is a suit. It goes from this bright green to this dull goldish color with a big fuck-off claw here. And a big sword. He's got evil static eyes. He sure is a villain now, as if he wasn't already before. Hold on, that mosquito's fucking pissing me off. Where'd it go? I know you're around here, motherfucker. Oh, it's driving me crazy. But yeah, this mosquito, the suit's good. It's good. It's fine. It serves its purpose well. I'd put it in the nice tier. Put it around here. I'll put it here. Oh, God. I forgot about that. Amazon New Omega. Mixing the biological with the sort of... Can we get a better image, please? Open image in new tab. Thank you. I don't like this final form suit. Because I'm already not a fan of Omega. Amazon Omega. But then it's just like... It looks... He's got, like chest pustules. What is this? He's got, like, cybernetic parts now, which... Right here, and then he's got here and here. It's messy. It's really messy. It doesn't look good. It's hideous. Kill it. I put it here. Build Genius. Genius? Genius. I kind of love... I have a love-hate relationship with this. I mostly lean to love. The sort of off-kilter white with the bottle sticking off of him is kind of weird, but I do like the color scheme they went for, where it meshes well with this sort of... It looks really neat. In motion, it looks really neat. I just think it's fun. I used to not be too big on it, but my friend really likes this, and I trust her opinion on it, and I think, you know what? Looking at it more, it is kind of neat. I need to stop fucking clicking the history button. I'm good. I'm just snapping. My voice is getting really tired. I'm going to probably put this in the top of B tier. I'll put it around here. Put it in A tier. Maybe here. Yeah. Oh god, Cross build. They combine the motifs from Kamen Rider Cross with Kamen Rider build. Looking at it more, I can see why some people don't like this, but I think you know what, yeah, I don't like it as much as I used to, actually. You gotta understand this is a fusion between two completely different Kamen Riders with two completely different motifs, a rabbit and a dragon. And I think I killed it. But, I think it belongs in the B tier. You know what? I'm gonna actually bump it down to about here. I think it's still a good form. Keep in mind, some of these are movie special stuff. Cross build. After that, we have... oh god, it's Rabbit Dragon. Now, this looks kind of neat, right? There's a problem with this suit. There's a meme here. Rabbit Dragon, the cooler Rabbit Dragon. The reason is, in the show, this gold rabbit silver dragon form was all CGI. Really bad CGI at that. Like, he was just kind of, there's no drop shadow or anything for him. So, honestly, shit belongs in G tier just for it being CG. Like, entirely CG with no drop shadow. Really bad CG at that. Cross Magma. Now, if you're still here, Sky, or anyone still involved, if y'all are still alive, what do we think of this suit? Because this suit, to me, kicks ass. The bright, or I wouldn't say bright black, this sort of charcoal black mixed with the cracked lava detailing. The dragon heads all over his body, spewing out magma. The dragon here, dragon there, dragon. It's all over. It's so cool. I think it just kind of deserves to be in the tier, the S tier. It just belongs there. Awesome suit. He gets a weird side form known as Cross Great, where it was just to promote the movie. It's alright. I wish it would have changed the undersuit some, but it's alright. I'd put it in the B tier for based. Put it to about here. Yeah. Yeah. And then we have Cross Evil, movie exclusive. Combines him and another character known as Evil. I like the suit a lot. The black hole motif going on, this sort of cloak. Look at that. Open image, a new tab. We'll get a better image there. Look at that. That's just very nice. That belongs in A tier. Definitely A tier. I'd put it top of A. Boom. Next up, Grease Blizzard. It's the fucking figure. Can I get a non-figure, please? I guess we'll have to deal with it. Alright, Grease Blizzard. The bright blue... the big, like, mechanical arm, because Grease is a mechanical sort of Kamen Rider. Look at the fucking shoulder pads that contain, like, his fallen brethren, the castle stag beetle and owl like monsters. Those were like his friends that died, and they're on him, permanently etching themselves into his soul. The bright blue, just very pretty blue. I love this suit. This is like, oh man, fucking Cross Magma. This is like amazing. I didn't kill the mosquito. It's back. Don't worry. Thing's almost done. Grease Perfect is our next form. This is a very Gundam looking suit. The big shoulder pads. What's on his shoulder pads? They're just kind of shoulder pads. That's it. Kind of a downgrade compared to Dead Brethren engraved on your shoulders. But he gets like these twin shoulder pad, twin knives. He's carrying his dead friend's soldier dog tags. The clear eyes. It's hard to see in this shot, but they're clear. This is also an amazing final form. This goes like top of A tier at the very least. I'm going to put it about here. Amazing. Grease is like 4 for 4 for 4. Prime Rogue. How do you not transparent that? How do you still keep the transparent background? Okay. Prime Rogue, he's got a big white cape. He's got gold to fill in the cracks on his body, because in his transformation sequence, he literally cracks his suit over and over and over. The Kintsurugi again, where he's filling in the contents of his suit. This is an amazing final form. It's very basic. It looks like his base suit with just some gold detailing, but it fits. It makes sense this time, as opposed to it just being lazy. I'd put it around here. Alrighty, now we gotta go over the Evil, the most overrated villain in Kamen Rider. Here's his final form. I wish this form would be easy S tier. The easiest S tier imaginable. If they made the undersuit of it black and white like everything else with the pink detailing. But they didn't. They kept his original Evolt undersuit for this. You're telling me you couldn't have painted this white and black? Two of the easiest to access colors of paint. You couldn't do that. You can keep the red. I'll give you the red, but you couldn't have painted the gold bits. You couldn't have made this white and black underneath as well. No, actually, you paint it all white and black. Make some of the detailing pink, like this here on the hat, or on the visor, and in the shoulder pads. It kind of annoys me. I'm going to say it's nice. I'm going to put it in the disappointing tier. We could have done so much better, but listen. Listen. His true form reveals itself. Evolto. Does this look like an SMT monster to anyone else to you? Like, in the concept art, doesn't this look like an SMT monster? Whoever designed him, probably an SMT. You know what? We're going to actually find this out. Evolto's true form. Yeah, I want to go to the fucking Evolto. Dum-dum. Behind the scenes, portrayal, possessing animal. Tamotsu Shinohara. He's a reoccurring designer. That's probably why. He's an illustrator. He's in Power Rangers. I need to look this up. SMT. Yeah, he did. He designed some of the monsters for SMT4. I knew his art style looked familiar. I was like, didn't this guy design some monsters for SMT? But yeah, Evolto's true form, I'm not a big fan. Also going to put in disappointing. I'm going to put her around here. And where we're going to end off today, because we will do this another time. I'm going to actually copy-paste this, so that way I can... save it for later. Yeah, we have our final thing, Evil X. This is how Black Hole should have been. This looks a lot nicer. He's back to possessing people. The big black hole in the center. His color scheme looks nice. It doesn't look like base Evil. It looks a little like base Evil, but they put it to its logical extreme. I think this belongs in B tier. I think this at least... no, A tier. This belongs in around here. I'd say around here. Yeah. Whew. We still have all... oh, wait. We gotta finish the Heisei era. We have to finish these guys. Okay. Grand Geo. Okay, Blade King, you remember him, right? He had all, like, the animal stickers and tokens on his body. And you go tap, 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 tap. This is, like, way too much. This is way too much, and it annoys me. I'm sorry, but it does. I don't like it. It's like... it's too much. It's too much. Where it's way, like, a lot of detailing, and it's just, it's all the Kamen Riders, but it's not even their symbols or anything, because they have, like, little symbols that they are associated with. It's literally just them. And I hate it. No. You know what makes up for that? Omagio. This is his, like, form you don't want him to get to. He does this, they warn him that he will become this guy throughout the entire show. And he becomes like he would become a tyrant that would rule over space and time and all that stuff. It's impossible to see. But maybe I can actually open image, a new tab, make him even closer. Number one, his face now, instead of being like the symbol for Ra-ida, because Sky, you studied Japanese. Is Sky still here? Yes, he is. Okay. Sky, you study Japanese. The kanji on his face makes Ra-ida, because it's rider. The mask for Omagio also makes Ra-ida, but it's a lot more aggressive in its shape. It's a lot more angry looking. It even looks like the Shocker logo, which were like the main villains of the original Kamen Rider. And if you look even closer, there's like little etchings in his helmet. Right here where I'm circling. That's the kanji O for king. Because he's the Demon King, Geo. Omagio is the sickest rider suit ever made. One of, I'm putting it like right here. And then there's also what they gave us as an alternate good future version in the movie. That being Geo Oma. This, in my opinion, is a way better final form than Grand Geo. Grand Geo's just to slap all the shit on it, final form, whatever, you can do that. This is America. Or it's not America. But he has the O kanji here as well. O. He's got the big sash like evil Oma Geo has. Geo Oma has like the watch strap there, the watch strap here. I don't like the watch. You could get rid of this and this would be a perfect suit. If you got rid of this, easiest S tier of my life. With like the claw cans in the background, easiest S tier. But that one stupid detailing on the helmet, one stupid detailing knocks it down to top of A tier. Is that Geo Waz armor? Okay, Geo Waz armor. It's fucking ugly and I hate it. It's fucking ugly. It's hideous. Kill it. Next. I'm not going to look at this any longer. Gates Revive. We have Revive Goretsu, which is way too bulky. Like, look at this. That's way too bulky. D tier. We'll put it, like, here, because it's not offensive, but it's like... Revive Shippu. What is this bullshit? What is this bullshit? It's a lot flatter. He's got wings. This is way better. Still not a big fan of his dumb weapon. But it looks a lot better. I'd put this in B tier for... I'd put it in the lower end of B tier, probably around here. Still good. Chat, I need you to hug me because you're about to see another G tier rider suit. Gates Majesty. Hey, remember what I said about... Oh, someone fixed Gates Majesty. Ooh. They just taped the literal toys to him again. They did it again. They made me want to cry. G tier. And for our last rider suit, we have Waz Ginga. We're not going through all of his dumb, whatever side grade Ginga outfits, because it's the same suit, but with a different chest. Like, focus in the center, and no, it's the helmet. The helmet changes, kind of, where the kanji changes. Waz Ginga is our final form we're looking at today. We're part 2ing this, because it's 3.5 hours, and my voice is getting tired. We're going to end it here with Waz Ginga. Fucking whatever. It's whatever final form. I don't like the Geo suits for the most part. There are a couple of exceptions, but it's just like, Put it here, I guess. Put it here, actually. I like Grand Geo more. So yeah, there's still all this. We will part 2 this because my voice is getting way too tired. But I promise it'll get done. Plus, by next week, we'll probably have some more final forms to look at. We're going to find someone to raid. That I can assure you. Who's live right now? That would be in need of the rating. You know what? We're going to raid Saint Cisco in a little bit. So I want to say to you all, thank you very much for coming. You're all very nice. You have made this birthday pleasant. You've made this birthday fun. And my voice is tired. I will let y'all know how the collab goes tomorrow. I will probably be streaming then. We'll see how the collab streams work. Thank you all. I hope you have a very, very wonderful day as we raid out into Saint Cisco. It's going to be fun. Have a good time, everybody.